What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy DJ Young Chow, Hot 97, and this is the Young Chow Show. And today on my show, I got the world-announced, beautiful, internationally known Mapy, the violinist in the building. Mapy, what's up, baby?
Hi, I'm good, and you?
I'm great, man. How you feeling?
I feel great. I'm so happy. Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh my God, hear that accent. Where are you from?
So I'm from a French island called Réunion Island. It's in the southeast of Africa, but I grew up in Paris, France, and so this is where I come from.
From Paris.
Directly, yeah.
Okay. So for all those who don't know who Mapy is, who is Mapy? Like, what do you do? Like, who are you?
So I'm a violinist.
Okay.
As I said, I grew up in Paris. I'm classically trained. I went to the School of Music in Paris. So after graduating, I just started to play hip hop, reggae, soca, everything that I like. And so this is what I'm doing now. And I'm able to travel the world and play my music.
Wow. So you're a violinist. Hold on, let me say that again. I'm like tongue twisting my words. Violinist. So you're a So you're a violinist.
Exactly.
So now listen, what made you start to want to play with the violin?
Oh, so I've always wanted to play music. I grew up in a family where we were listening to music every day. My mother, she used to sing and she was playing music like all day long. And also my grandfather, who is from Madagascar, he was also making instruments. He was making music instruments, and but from wood, it was he was in Réunion Island when he was doing that. So this is something that I think I've always loved music, but why the violin? So I didn't want to play the violin first. I wanted to play music, but more piano or the guitar. It was more fun for me. I mean, this is the image I had. A different image of guitar and piano, because I was just imagining myself playing maybe the guitar at the beach with a fire and singing.
Right.
And the piano is also an instrument that you can play just by yourself because it's polyphonic. So I was more attracted by this instrument. But when I went to the School of Music, I was 6, and the teacher told my parents that I had a good ear and I should start to play the violin, because this is one of the instruments that require like a perfect ear to be able to play. So they said she really should try the violin, and it worked. And I fell in love with the violin, like slowly, not at the first time, not the first year, but maybe after 3-4 years. I really loved it.
When you think about people playing the violin, you think about like old people just sitting down playing like some opera music. And when you talk about you playing the violin, like how you look and like what you do, it's incredible. Like, what kind of music do you play on the violin?
Oh, so I started with hip hop.
Wow, you started with hip hop.
Yeah,
wow.
I started to play hip hop. I was only playing in my room, in my bedroom,
okay,
while I was practicing my classical music lessons. And I just wanted to have a break. Sometimes I was listening to the radio, listening to hip hop. That was my favorite music, and I was trying to play it. And this is how I started. But in my bedroom, then I started to play like everything reggae, and then later soca. And I just found out that I was able to play any kind of music. So
wow, that's incredible. Like, so with this whole violin thing, right? Did you ever think that you're gonna be the person that you are today when you started playing the violin?
Oh, not at all. To be honest, that was my dream when I was a kid, to one day to become an international violinist. That was really my dream, become a violinist and a solo violinist, travel the world and play hip hop, play reggae, soca. But I didn't have any other violinist to look up to. I didn't know any other violinist doing that. So to me, it was like an impossible dream. It was just a dream, but I would do something else, a different job later, because I mean, it was just impossible. But So I started with another job, and I really missed playing the violin. So one day I just quit my job and I just started to play it, like to practice again the violin. I was just, I don't know, it was, when you're a musician and you don't play music for maybe a year or two, it's something you don't feel complete. So this is what happened to me, and I felt so sad, and that's why I quit my job and I started to play. And maybe a few weeks later, one of my friends, he's a DJ from Guadeloupe, but he was living in Paris. Maybe you know him, DJ Jairo. Yeah. So he called me and said, "Oh, Mapy, do you play the violin still? Because I have an event. Do you want to perform?" And he knew I was playing low key in my room. He knew I was playing reggae and hip hop. So I said, okay. And this is when everything started. And I really didn't know that this performance would give me more opportunities to perform like everywhere. And I'm so grateful for that.
Wow. So playing the violin as a child, right? Did kids make fun of you playing the violin?
Oh yeah, yes. Some kids.
It's not a usual instrument. You know, like for kids, usual instruments are the piano, the drums, the guitar, like you said. But violin is so like different. So I know kids used to try to like pick on you for that, right?
Exactly. So you know what? There's a thing. So I grew up in Paris, but in the suburb. In the suburb, it was like the poorest area in Paris. Sorry. And so yes, it was. I think in America we call that project. Yeah. So this is the equivalent, but in France, so we didn't have a lot of money. So my mom, she made a lot of sacrifices to be able to pay the violin lessons for me. And so where I was living, we didn't have like other violinists. And I was like the kid with the violin, so the only one, yes. And I also had another friend, and he was from Guadeloupe, and he was playing the saxophone. So both of us, we were living in these buildings and going to the school of music, and that was so funny. So yes, they were making fun, but now they are so proud and
look up to you.
Yeah,
now.
they are very happy for me now.
So what would you say like your best experience playing the violin so far?
Well, I don't even know, because every opportunity I have to perform, it's always better than the last one. And I feel like one of the biggest show that where I performed was Saint Kitts Festival, because it was huge, and I was able to share the stage with like a lot of big artists that who I look up to. Is like
who?
I met Buju Benton, so he was performing. So nice. I really love Buju Benton, and I know all his songs, all of them. And I met Smokey Robinson. I met French Montana, and I was able to perform with him.
You was able to perform with French Montana?
Yes, it was really...
Hold on, I got to stop you right now. Listen, we got to show a clip of that right now. We got to show a clip of Mapy and French Montana on stage. Hold on. Let's play it. Wow. So how was that experience with French Montana?
So it was magical. It was the funniest part of it is that it wasn't even planned. And so this festival was in three days. I was performing the third day. He was performing the day before, and I met him the day before in the lobby of the hotel. And he said, "Oh, so I'm performing right now. We're going to the show. So let's go." I was like, "Okay, let's go." And so we were just talking in the green room. We were just like joking, and because he knew I was playing the violin, he saw my video. I think it was 2 years ago. I was playing one of his songs, Unforgettable. Okay. And he reposted that video. And so he said, "Where's your violin?" So let's perform together. And this is how it happened. I was like, okay, so where's my violin? Yeah, so this is what happened. So I performed the introduction of his show, and then we performed Unforgettable together. And that was like a dream come true, because I was playing that song in France 2 years ago. And I was finally on stage with French Montana. Like, I didn't even expect that to happen.
Are you tearing up right now? Oh
No,
my God. Like,
no, I'm strong.
okay. What do you play? What do you play? But that's a good story right there. Like, you know, like, I believe in whatever you believe, whatever you dream could definitely come true once you work hard and put enough time into it. And like you saying, you coming from the projects of Paris to having to tour the world playing the violin, it's like incredible story. Like, that's amazing. As a female playing the violin, which is a weird instrument, by the way, but it's crazy, but it's just weird. Like, you don't see a lot of people playing the violin every day. But as a female playing the violin and looking how you're looking, like, you're very gorgeous, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you think it's kind of hard in the music industry being how you look and playing the violin?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it's very hard, but you know, it's always weird when people see something new, something different, when they are not used to see like a violinist like wearing, I don't know, wearing fashion or wearing, I don't know, a bikini, because I also, you know, I'm just being myself, and it's always surprising. So some people need more time to get used to it, but it's always surprising at the first time. So, but I don't care, because this is who I am. I don't want to act like I'm somebody else. I don't want to wear different clothes just to be accepted by people. I just want to be me. So as long as I'm me, as I'm being myself, I'm fine.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So what can people expect from Mapy in the future? Like, what are your future goals? What are your future plans?
So I'm working right now on my original album.
Wow.
I
you got an album coming out.
Yes.
With only your tracks?
Only my tracks,
that
my
you
original
produce?
music. Yeah.
Wow.
I also write music. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm also going to perform. So I'm performing like already all around the world, but I'm going to have a different show with a band, and I'm very excited about that.
Sounds dope.
Yeah.
So what would you say is like one of your most best experiences playing the violin? Would you say the French Montana one, or would you say like you did a show, you did a country, you did an island? What would you think?
You know, I really think that every time I'm performing in a different country, in a different city, or a different island, every time I'm performing, this is like, I feel blessed. I can't even compare all of this experience, and I can't even tell that one was better, one was my best experience. Every time I have the opportunity to be on stage performing in front of, even it can be 4,000 people or 50 people, I'm so blessed, I'm so happy, and this is like, I wouldn't expect to be on stage like that like 10 years ago. It was just a dream, so there is not even one. Yes, as I said, maybe St. Kitts Festival, because I was able to meet a lot of my favorite artists, but every show is a blessing.
Okay, so now that you're on my show, we gotta go to your personal life now. So you have any kids?
Not yet. I used to have a cat. That was my
You have a cat? Yeah. You got any like boyfriends, husbands? Sorry, husband or boyfriend. Sorry, I don't want to say husbands and nothing like that.
You know, I'm so focused right now. I don't even have time
For
none of that. I'm so focused. I just want to make sure I'm happy and I'm doing what I love.
Right.
And I don't need nobody to be happy. Once
independent, strong woman.
Exactly.
Independent, strong woman.
Because I'm not even trying now. I know that I'm able to love myself and provide for myself. So if tomorrow I meet like a man or somebody, I think it needs to be a bonus in my life, like just
I like that. I like that. So, fellas, she's single, and if you do come into her life, you have to be a bonus.
Exactly.
You cannot be a drag. You cannot be a nag. You can't be somebody trying to, you know what I'm saying, feed off of Mapy because she's not with that, right?
no, I don't have time.
So, Mapy, how can people reach you?
Okay, so I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram. So my Instagram is I am Mapy, IAMAPY. On Facebook, Mapy Violinist. YouTube, all my videos are on YouTube, so it's also Mapy Violinist. Twitter, Mapy Violinist. But I'm very active on Instagram.
Wow, wow. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The violinist from Paris, France, that tours the world, that's doing shows at French Montana, Buju Banton, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, Mapy, thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
me.
I appreciate it.
Thank
Any
you so
last words before we get out of here?
Yes, so... What? Oh, yes, sorry. Excuse me.
Do it again. So any last words before we get out of here?
Yes, so I just released my new single. It's called Tropsical. So it's a mix of tropical and classical. So this is who I am. So you can download it on all musical platforms. I also have my debut single Dreams that you can listen. And I would maybe have like a message that I always have this message for everyone. But just this, it is very simple. Just believe in yourself and follow your dreams. This is where the happiness is.
That's what I'm talking about, Mapy. Believe in yourself and follow your dreams. Hot 97 Young Chow Show. We out. Peace.